done and dusted, let's say. So number one is that if you lower your prices, you always get more bookings. True, discounts will always fill your rooms. That's obviously easy, but you're attracting bargain hunters. That's a big problem for small hotels as well as for chains. So for the problem of branding as well, chain hotels are facing another consequence here because it reduces your brand value. So key takeaway number one, don't compete on price, compete on value. Second thing is that occupancy, the higher the better, always means more revenue. True. Does it mean more profit? No, it doesn't. Because full rooms at discount always mean less money, as I just said. At the same time, a weak ADR always hurts your RevPAR, which is the key KPI as well in many cases that you should focus on, apart from a few others. No, it will guarantee you visibility, but sometimes at a reduced revenue and eventually as well profit. That's the third key takeaway. Fourth one that is very important as well, that revenue management is not just about pricing. Yeah, it is a large part or a large chunk of the work that we do is based on understanding distribution and understanding the best channel mix. So revenue management is price plus distribution plus forecasting and the right, let's say, gut feeling and intuition into the mix. And the number five here is that it is way too complex and way too difficult for small hotels, which is not true. Revenue management doesn't have a size limit whatsoever. Okay, small hotels already with small tasks, simple tracking can increase revenue 10, 15%. And chains, of course, need to keep it still quite simple because it can obviously become quite an overcomplicated point of view, especially if we're looking at, in some cases, unfortunately, only from corporate side of revenue management, having many hotels under one umbrella, under one chain, under one revenue manager in this case. And this can also be a problem because that person doesn't have a very good input sometimes into the operation, into the differences between the different hotels. Some obviously do it very well, others need to work on that a little bit. So don't overcomplicate things because that will just delay you in your action plan and in your strategy, let's say. So obviously it should be based on playing to strength. That's the main strategy rather than anything else.